This is crazy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And on this episode, I'm gonna show you guys how I made this EDF airboat. So I'm gonna show you guys what I used to make this build. Let's start here. I got 3 different sizes of wood. I'm not sure what brand or the measurements on these pieces of wood, but I just grabbed what I think that what might work. And this is what I came up with for the wood. I also have some heat sinking tubing here that will work great with the wiring. And I also have here some epoxy. It will work great putting this whole boat together. I got a EDF here. I'm not sure what brand this is. I bought this off somebody. But it do work. It works well. And this is a 90mm EDF as well. So I think this will be plenty of what we need to make this project happen. I also have, this is the speed controller that I'm going to be using. And then this is the battery pack that I'm going to be using for this build too as well. It comes with the battery and the charger, which is great. And then for the boat, I'm going to be using this foam here. This foam board is what I'm going to be putting the boat together with. So it should work out well. I am very happy about the choices I made. It should all work out very good, but let's just get into the build. The first thing I'm going to do is draw out the boat on my foam piece of board here. I'm going to go over the details a little bit later, but basically this boat is going to be exactly 28 inches long, which is plenty of big for me. That's a little bit over 2 feet. Yeah, so I'm going to draw this out and cut it out, and then I will see you guys in the next step. So here we are, the boat is complete. I used hot glue to put this together. I did test it. There is no leaks or anything like that. It's completely sealed off, which is good. As you can see, I peel off the bead of hot glue down here. All at the top, the same thing for this side too. Everything is exactly the same. This thing is looking good. So what is there next is to make the cage and the fins in the back, if that's what you want to call them. I'm not sure, but to do that, I went and picked up some of these sticks to make the roll cage in the back. These should be nice and strong, will do well. And then we're going to be using some epoxy to glue all this together because I want this to be strong as possible. So I'm going to use epoxy and not hot glue this time. So let's just get into it and see how this works out. Now that this is all dry and all put together, we're gonna glue this on the back of the boat with some epoxy again. This stuff right here, this stuff is awesome. It dries in 5 minutes, so I do recommend to use some epoxy for these types of builds. But we're gonna go ahead and get this taped on and glue it up, and we're gonna see where we are. Now I got everything taped up where I wanted it to be at. I put the epoxy on already, and it only takes 5 minutes to dry, so they will be dry very soon. So here we are, looking good, looking good. Okay, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I'm gonna go back and explain. The boat, the back of the boat here, the roll cage is all dried up. It's all ready to go. And I'm making the fans to connect to those. So I made 2 of them, same. They are 6 inches long and 2 inches wide. So I took one 6-inch bar and ran it all the way across here. Now I took a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here, and I took a 3.5 inch, I want to say, right here. And I left gaps between here because of these things gotta fit like right in here to connect to the back of those things, the roll cage. And then I took, I want to say I want to say 1.5 inches here, bars going across to add strength to it, so it will hold and won't break. So yeah, and I use my epoxy to glue these down. This side's all dry, so the only thing I have to do now is just take this wood here and just lay it on top, just like that, and glue it down, and that will be finished for our wood. And that will be finished for our fans in the back, and then we can start working on the rest of the boat. Okay, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I'm gonna go back and explain. The boat, the back of the boat here, the roll cage is all dried up. It's all ready to go. And I'm making the fans to connect to those. So I made 2 of them, same. They are 6 inches long and 2 inches wide. So I took one 6-inch bar and ran it all the way across here. Now I took a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here, and I took a 3.5 inch, I want to say, right here. And I left gaps between here because of these things gotta fit like right in here to connect to the back of those things, the roll cage. And then I took, I want to say I want to say 1.5 inches here, bars going across to add strength to it, so it will hold and won't break. So yeah, and I use my epoxy to glue these down. This side's all dry, so the only thing I have to do now is just take this wood here and just lay it on top, just like that. And that will be finished for our fans in the back, and then we can start working on the rest of the boat. Now that I have the 2 tail fans done for the back of the airboat here, I'm gonna set those there, and then we're gonna be working on the trimming. Now we're gonna be working on the wood trimming around the edge of the boat here. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on next. Okay, I made these mounts for my EDF right here. I drilled 2 holes in the top. I'm actually gonna put wood on top of here to be able to drill the inner, so the inner is nice and strong. Let me just show you guys one thing. Once I put my EDF on here, right? When I shake the boat, right? You see that? It moves. So it's not as strong on there. So I made this to be able to set in between here, if I can. So this will actually like set in between the mounts. So the mount won't shake as much. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I can't have my EDF shaking that hard, you know. So let's just go ahead and install this and see how it looks afterwards. I made this little rectangle box thing that with my speed controller would actually go in. It's gonna sit right behind the EDF here. It fits just right. I mean, it's so close to being in the way, but that will be perfect, you know. And then my receiver and my battery will go up here inside the cabin up front. So yeah, I'm just gonna have the wires running out through here into the cabin for the battery and my receiver, so it should be good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and install my little fans in the back. I'm gonna get those going quick, and then we should be in good shape. All right, I got the fans in the back glued on with epoxy. It's looking good. I got the front shell done so far, the front cabin, whatever you want to call it. So all I gotta do now is make a cover for it and be done. And I put a little hole here for the wires to run through. But yeah, this fits for my battery and my receiver, so it's all gonna go up here. But this thing is looking pretty good. Yeah, so the next step is to make the cover for this and for the back right here that my speed controller is going to go in. And then once we have that done, we're going to add a little few more details, and then we be ready for paint. After 3 days, the project is complete. The airboat is complete, is ready to be painted. But I did go back and do some little details like around the cage here. I put like some little nice sharp edges on, make it look good, you know. And then I put some wood across the inside of the boat, nice and glued on with some epoxy, of course. And then the cabin that will be holding the battery and the receiver is all complete. This thing look pretty damn good, you know. And then I can open up the back here to put the battery in there, you know. So looking good, man. I'm so excited this turned out to look pretty damn decent. I got the fans on and everything. So all we gotta do now is paint this thing. So I'm actually going to take these out when I'm painting the little box and the cabin for my battery, because I want them to be a different color from the boat. The boat is going to be 2 colors, and this is going to be 1 color. The back of the boat is going to be black, and it's going to fade into a greenish, and this is going to be a green color too as well. So it should look good. Let's just get into painting it and see how it goes. All right, here we go. The paint is complete. It's all dry. This thing is looking shiny. It's looking good. And then I got these done already. So the first thing we're gonna do is mount our speed controller inside here. And then we're gonna put 2 fans on top to make sure our speed controller don't like get too hot in this box right here. So that's the first thing we're gonna be doing. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, I just installed my servos. They run straight back to the tail fan. And then the fan, you guys can see, is actually on and working. It sucks air in through here and push the air out through here to make sure the ESC stay cool. I know it's like a mess, but just give me 1 second. It's all gonna look nice and neat. But this thing is just looking awesome right now. So we getting it done. 4 days later is complete. I went back and I added some decals to make it look cool and fast, you know. As you guys can see, my fan is actually on back here. It's blowing pretty decent air to make sure my ESC in the back is nice and cool as I'm driving this thing around the lake. Everything works, you can see. Everything working good. Everything working excellent. EDF. Oh, that thing is so loud. It's crazy. This is a 90mm EDS. This thing gonna be awesome on the lake. I cannot wait to go and test it out. So the only thing is left is to go test it out on the lake. Look at the little ducks.
Look at all those chickens.
Chickens? What? Crazy.
You saw that video?
No. You saw how smooth it is?
Yeah.
So fast, huh? No.
Is that full speed?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it to shape. Look like I have leaked anything. It look good, you know? So I'm just.
Go by the ducks.
Now I'm trying to do like a full speed You know?
Okay.
But zoom in on it too as I'm like driving, you know? It's so fast. Bro, how cool is that? How cool is that? It works so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy. Look. No one. How cool is that?
Huh?
Got it?
Yeah.
Yo, how cool is that, man? Look.
I'm sure it doesn't flip over.
This thing is awesome, man. That thing is awesome, bro. How awesome is that, babe?
And you barely got any water inside.
It's because of like the splash. You don't get much
Yeah.
splash. You know?
Go by the geese. They don't care.
A full speed faster. I'm gonna go past that. You ready? That works so good.
Mm-hmm. It's cool the pattern in the water.
Yo, that is insane. How good does that work, babe?
Good.
How
It works
good?
really good.
How good that works?
Good.
That's on like so excited right now. It's like crazy. It's so fast. Like it just takes off. It's way out there. It's like on that side over there, you know? It's way out there.
My fingers are getting so cold.
I got scared at first. This is crazy. I can really work so well. Like, my last ball, I thought it worked well. This worked. And I am about halfway dead right now, so I'm going to start right there. So I want to get like, well, I might do one more pass, you know.
I got a good shot right there with your controller in the boat. You should use as a thumbnail. You'll just have to pull it from the video.
I got tons of work at that time. Too many sharp curves. That's why I wasn't even floating at that point. They go a lot of work. Make it.
Is it dying?
Yeah, it's dead.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Baby, it's dead.
You're fucking with me.
I gotta go get it.
Here, let's grab a big stick or something. You shouldn't have done one more pass. No, let me get you a stick. You're gonna get all wet. It's gonna flood it. It's too cold for you to be doing that.
It went dead. I told you, like the barrier, I shouldn't have went
Quinn, you need to take those off.
I know. Like it literally went dead. Like,
Take off your boots.
yeah, my feet wet.
That's so sweet. Where'd you get that?
I made it.
You made it?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Sure, if you want.